you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, but we got to talk about this relationship, y'all, because y'all got me stressed out. Okay,
you're going right to the T. You're going to go right to the T. Okay.
Right to the T, because what we about to do? Because, like, I know.
I mean, that's a good question. That's what I want to know.
Why are we self-sabotaging, y'all? Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's have some therapy.
I mean, I think both of them are trying to figure out, like, do I prioritize this person? Because I've been working really, really hard to get to a certain place.
Me too.
Do I let this person in?
I'm thinking the same way.
Yeah, and then I let you in, and then we'll see what happens to that.
And we're trying to save the world, so sometimes you got to put your relationships on the back burner so you can go save the world and then come back, and then you expect the person to come back. So
I know, and you think like, I think Idra thinks she's finally met somebody who might be on her level.
She has.
But is he actually on her level?
He is.
Let her know. I think you guys are both on each other's level.
Thank you.
I just want to get to the bottom of this self-sabotage that I'm seeing.
I'm just saying.
I mean, listen, both of them are not experienced when it comes to romance. I think they're kind of burning through, got a lot of like friends with benefits, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
very little sleep, you know. I mean, that's a factor.
Yeah. So
you know,
this is a new thing.
And who's gonna live at whose house and all that stuff? Oh my God.
I mean, we can make a schedule.
Okay.
I mean, I think they have to because listen, Stuart's apartment is nice, but Idra's apartment is nice.
Baller. So woo! I was jealous. I was like, "This is your apartment?"
Yeah, that kitchen, Idra's kitchen was.
Let's just be honest, though. You know, we always have the better places. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Idra definitely doesn't really cook, but she's got a kitchen that suggests otherwise.
Yeah, incredible.
I was here for it. I was like, can we just do a little potluck or something? Like, can we just get everybody together? Let's just get some meals.
Little cookout.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we can do our therapy session. Like, y'all get it. Maybe we have to do an intervention. Like, get it together.
Yeah. For her,
I was
not
gonna say,
me.
who's more the problem here? I mean,
you gonna let them put it all on you?
I know, definitely not. I'm like, no.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to save the world, guys.
One of the things that I do love about this series, and I think it's so relatable no matter what industry you're in, is I think sometimes we feel like, okay, we have these skill sets, we just want to do our jobs, but we forget about the politics behind it. And I want to know for the both of you navigating through this industry, how have you learned to balance the politics of entertainment while also just mastering your craft as an actor?
Oh, I'm still figuring that out. I mean, fortunately for this job, we didn't have to worry about that because everyone on this job is actually really cool.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, our showrunner has a no jerks policy, and I think she says that she vetted us all and like asked if we were nice, and fortunately people said that we were.
Yeah.
But so no politics on this show that we've had to navigate.
Politics are boring on this show. Everybody likes each other. That's the politics. We're all good.
Yeah.
We all say hi, good morning. We care about each other.
Yeah.
You know, we hang out. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens if the show does well. Because
This one's ego. Oh no.
Oh Lord, yeah.
She needs more ego. She's so good in the show. And I'm always having to remind her, Allie, you know that was good. And she'd be like, that's all right. I'll be like, Allie, you smashed that.
Listen, we all got tough mamas, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
Okay.
I got it. Yeah.
All right. I'm manifesting the season 2, okay? Because I need to know what's going to happen with all my faves now because we're all family. Just so you didn't know, now you know.
There you
go.
So,
like, what is something that you would want to experiment with your character? What's something that you would want to explore with your character for the season 2? Because we claiming it right now.
Okay, we're going to say it happens.
Yeah. I would love to see Idra be at a loss of what to do. I love to see what happens when she's like doesn't have the answer.
And for me, it's like, you know, relationship wise, without giving anything away, there's a decision or a non-decision. There's an omission that Stuart makes that implicates the relationship, and I want to see how that spools out if we get a season 2.
You're in so much trouble.
Because Idra done well. I'm not going to say anything, but you know, it's I think it can be salvaged. That's what I'm saying. So
you better hope so.
Yeah.
A season 2 is happening, okay? And
Okay.
then y'all gonna get it together for season 2, all right? So it's done. We gonna chat again for season 2.
Great.
Yes,
We look
ma'am.
forward.
I just want to thank the both of you so much. Y'all look fabulous, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so
We're trying to
much.
turn it up.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm just sending love and light both your ways, and we're gonna get it together for season 2. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye. How about to be doing today?
Hello,
Good,
how are you?
I'm doing good. I got a good binge watching the show. I just love me a good series that I can sit and just forego all of my adult responsibilities.
Love it.
Just watch
Great.
Yes.
How many did you watch?
the whole season.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. We haven't even seen the whole season.
we haven't seen it all.
Well, just know it's good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hit.
Okay, great.
That's all
Thanks.
we care about.
Thanks.
Okay, got me in trouble not doing my work. Okay, I'm just saying. One of the things that I love about this series, though, is no matter what industry you're in, you feel as though you have this job, you have a role that you want to do, but I think we forget about the politics that you have to play. And I want to know, for the both of you as actors, how have you learned in your career to balance the politics with actually mastering the craft of acting? How have you learned to balance both of those?
Good.
Well, I tell you, the only answer I have for that is just one thing. I had to train myself to keep my mouth shut in auditions, because I am someone whose nervous reaction to silence was to just talk. And I would talk myself out of jobs. I would just, what haven't I said yet? What's this joke?
Oh my
and I would
God.
see the light in their eyes die, and I'd think, I can't stop. I've started, I can't stop. So I had to learn to just, when there was a pause, if they went all quiet, I just consider it an acting job, and I would out-quiet them. That way, if I didn't get the job, at least I hadn't humiliated myself. So that's politics, learning when to shut your mouth.
Politics.
How about you, Carrie?
And what politics have I learned in this? I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of lucky because I take long breaks between work, because I still have like little kids at home, and I'm busy with school and that kind of stuff. So I get to stay out of it a lot, and I think that saves me. I don't live in LA. So I live in my own little bubble of Brooklyn, and hardly any of my friends are actors, and so I get to kind of hide out from all the politics of things and just come in, do my work when I desperately need to, and then get out.
Okay, so we got to learn to enjoy the silence and then stay in a bubble.
Or do your
That's
own
the
thing.
advice that
Yeah.
Do your own thing.
Do your own thing. Yeah.
But I mean, also too, can we get just a season with your characters? I feel like we need to go to couples counseling. I feel like we need some therapy in there. There's a lot happening.
Talk to Deborah Kahn.
Yeah.
Talk to Deborah Kahn. Heck yeah. If they're going to stay together, woo!
Yep.
I'm just saying, because I'm invested, okay? Because I feel like there's a whole backstory that we just don't know, and I just need answers.
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
on
We
that.
we are of a mind.
I mean, okay, so Rufus, do you feel like your character feels threatened by the position that his wife is in now?
No, I don't think so at all, actually. I think he wants her to be in the position. I think he's kind of instrumental in getting it. He very much wants her to be there. The only problem is he doesn't know how to take a back seat. So I think if you were to ask him, he genuinely believes that she is brilliant and that she should be there and that he shouldn't. He just can't keep his feet from treading on stuff. He can't stop stepping in the light. He can't stop when he thinks of a good joke. He can't shut his mouth, similar to what I was saying before about myself. So no, I don't think he is. I don't think he has a kind of like timid, frightened little male ego in that way. I think he's quite robust, but he's a bit too robust and he needs to learn some lessons.
Okay, we're going to manifest it for season 2, okay? It's going to happen. He's going to learn how to keep the silence.
Yeah.
And just be a supportive husband.
Yeah, and that'll kill the show.
All right, but Carrie, like, what do you feel is that reason that she just cannot let her husband go? I know it's love, but it has to be something else. Like, does she feel like she can succeed without him?
Well, I think it's a really interesting dance. It really is. I think first of all, I think she absolutely thinks he's brilliant and amazing as much as he drives her insane. You know, I think she absolutely knows that there are certain things that he finds so easy and effortless that are very difficult for her. You know, she's not so great at the forward-facing position, at the spotlight, at telling jokes and small talking to people all the time. You know, I think she finds that uncomfortable. So the question was, what was your question?
Do you think that she feels like she can fully let go of him? Like, is there an attachment to her rising in the political structure? Is that attached to her relationship?
Yes. I think it's a complicated answer that I don't even think Kate has figured out. But yes, I think it's difficult for people who are used to being number two to be number one. I think as much as they might wish on some level that they were number one, I think people who are the number one have different skills. And it's been so long that, I mean, there's those great scenes, I haven't seen them, but with Atto, and it where he's like, you know, they want to know what you think. And she's like, they don't want to know what I think. They want to know what Atto thinks. And I do think she has a little bit of a self-esteem thing. I do, a little bit. But that's part of her growth that we'll see.
Okay, well, I'm manifesting a season 2 and that your character's going to go to couples counseling because I'm rooting for them. They're going to make it through. I'm here for them.
Thank you. That's very
we
touching.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Look, I just thank you so much for the both of you taking time out of your day to speak with me. And I'm just sending love and light both your ways. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Very much.
Have a nice day.
All right, bye-bye.
How are you doing today?
I'm very well. How are you? I love Atlanta. Is that where you are?
Technically, I am normally in Atlanta, but I went to Vegas for the weekend. But I'll be back on Monday.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see you. For the weekend. What day is it? Okay. Very good. Did you have a good time?
Once I actually sleep, I'll have a good time.
Come on now.
I can't do this. I'm grown. I gotta go to sleep. I'm not doing this staying up all night.
Come on. Good. I'm very well. Thank you for being here because you've had a big weekend, so I appreciate you.
Look, I've wasted my whole life away. I mean, it was being productive watching the series because I love it and I need another season right now. Yeah. So I'm just manifesting that for the both of us.
Yeah. And isn't that annoying about it? Because you can't just have it on in the background because there's so much that you have to actually sit and watch it. Is it rewarding?
My friends were mad at me all week. They're like, are you okay? You're not answering your phone. I said, y'all, I just got to get through this show, okay? I got real stuff going on in my life. I got to finish this show.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It was rewarding for me. I'm just letting you know that, okay?
I'm glad to hear it.
But I'm very fascinated about your character because it's like, I love this series because, you know, we have these characters who are literally trying to like stop the world from going to war, but they're still just regular people at the same time.
Yeah.
And I love how your character is like this very cool, calm, and collected politician, but then, you know, he be struggling in love life, okay? He just trying to find him a boo while he's trying to save the world at the same time. So can you talk about balancing both of those like characteristics for your character for the series?
Yeah, so I think there's two things about that. You're right? There are these people that are actually saving the world that don't have a cape, right? Not all heroes wear capes. And so one of the things that Deborah said to me right at the beginning of this was she was like, look, I have to believe that there are good politicians and bad politicians. There are good Democrats and bad Democrats. There are good Republicans and bad Republicans. And she said, what happens when the leaders of your party, whatever party you're in, are like taking a turn that is way off and they're about to crash this thing? There are people at that point that say, I'm out, not in my name. And that's respectable and that's noble. Not in my name. I stand to the side and I'll wave a placard and I'll whistle blow. And then there are people that stay in the game to try to steer this shit back in the right way. And I think the thing that's interesting about Dennison for me and why I loved the idea of playing him is that he grew up in a place where people from where he grew up don't end up in government. And people that have the struggles that his parents had and he saw them have don't end up in government. So he's now in a position where he knows that these policies directly affect this area in this way. And so he can't just go along with them. And so there's this friction because sometimes he doesn't have the power to steer the ship away, right? So I think there's that. Now, when you then talk about love life, one of the politicians I interviewed was a black politician of color from the Labour Party in my country. And he was saying, when I spoke about that, I spoke about love life and the frisson that you have. And he said to me, you know, it's difficult because actually, if you think of any politician that's gone and made real change, that is a black politician, they have to be above reproach. I mean, could you imagine if Obama had children from different women and like other presidents that shall remain nameless have, would he be anywhere near the White House? Would he have been? So actually, what Dennison is juggling is a lot, because what would he be giving up if he did cross that line, you know? So it's a fascinating character to play.
I love Dennison. I'm so mad our time is up because I need to talk more about Dennison because I just want the world for Dennison, okay? Because he deserves it all.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Thank you. And you know, I want more Vegas trips for you. I want more.
Thank you.
I want you to get home safely. I want you to get some sleep. And I appreciate you watching and dedicating your time because you sound busy and lovely. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun talking to you, but we're going to talk again because we're going to get a season 2. So we're going to talk about season 2. We manifested and it's done. I just want to thank you for taking time out of your day to speak with me. And I'm just sending so much love and light your way. I hope you have a great day.
I really appreciate that. Same to you too. Much love.
Thank you. I receive it. Thank you. Bye-bye.